warming up the pans with the tallow that I made. And then what I'm going to be doing is adding in the leftover chicken I made the other day. I baked this yesterday, and David's had a couple of sandwiches, and we had it for a breakfast, for a protein breakfast. And what I'm adding in is some frozen veggies. So I'm taking these items that I have on hand without wasting them, and we're going to make a lunch. So the reason I do this is because I don't like to waste food, but also the misconception for many is that the leftovers need to be the same dish as you made before, which is not true. So what I'm doing here is, okay, this is a new bag of veggies that I picked up. It was on sale, so I said score, and I threw it in the freezer until now. So what I did was, with the leftover chicken, I cut it down so it's being cooked up again to warm up, and that was done yesterday that I made that chicken. So it hasn't been sitting in the refrigerator for too long. David took another sandwich today. He had one yesterday, and we had brunch with it yesterday, and so here is another one. And what I'm able to do is, oops, sorry about the camera, this here will give us a nice protein meal. Now he's already taken his lunch to work, so this will be my brunch. It's kind of like, it's around 1:30, but this is my brunch for the day, first meal. And so I will get a nice little lunch out of this, and then I'll be able to have leftovers for both of us tomorrow, or I might even have this for dinner. So that's what I'm doing. So while this cooks up, the reason I did not put onions and garlic in this is because when I baked my chicken yesterday, it already had garlic and onions cooked into it. But also, I was going to put another onion in, but why I didn't is this package contains broccoli, carrots, sugar snap peas, onions, red peppers, and water chestnuts. Sorry, I couldn't see it through the camera. So those I pulled out of my freezer because I bought some of these the other day at the store. Actually, it was about a week ago. And so it's really kind of nice to be able to take the vegetables out and work them and see what we get. So it's been a few months since I've done a Frugal Friday, and I don't know if I'm going to continue that into the new year or not, but we've had a rough year last year and things are coming back together a little bit. But preparing a meal with what you have on hand, with the tools, you know, without wasting your leftovers, is a huge help. Now I look tired because we got up, and as soon as David was up, we went into town, paid our tax bill, did a few errands like that, and then we hopped over to the grocery store to pick up some root vegetables and a few things like that. But when I came home, I knew I needed to take care of this because I don't want the meat to go bad. I don't want to be throwing my food into the trash. A lot of people complain because, here, hold on a second. So I had to stop, put some butter in here because I didn't want it to the pan is drying up a little bit and I'm not done cooking the food. Now, as I was saying, I look a little tired because I got up, and then David gets up a little later because of his schedule. So we went into town, paid the tax bill, and then I went to the grocery store and stuff. But when I got home, I need to get this stuff done. In doing so, what I am able to do is save money because I'm not throwing away our food. And I try to make one meal, and then I use it in different meals. And I think I mentioned we make sandwiches out of the chicken, and this time I'm making a stir fry of sorts. Some people do not like leftovers. I understand that, but we're not talking about a food that you don't have to eat the chicken the same as you make it. You can cut it down and put it into another meal, which is what I generally do. And in doing that, it actually stretches the dollars out. And what I was leading off to is a lot of people I've seen complain because they have to pay for their trash bags, or they have their trash pickups are becoming more expensive. One way to prevent that, and also to keep maggots out of your garbage, by the way, more so in the summer, is to make sure you're utilizing all your food. Don't throw your trash. Don't throw your food out in the waste. Vegetables, if they've gone bad, you can certainly put out in a compost. But those of you who don't have compost, what do? Make sure you don't cook too much, or just cook enough so that it works for you. But the best thing to do is just eat your food and don't have big meals every single day. Just take what you have. And for those of you who eat out, one of the things you can do, and we haven't eaten out in a long time, is just take those leftovers. If you bring them home, take those leftovers and make like a meal of variety of things. And I know some people do, but a lot of people throw it away and then they complain about their trash bill. Well, you can avoid that by eating the food. You spent the money on it and you worked hard to get that money. So, hold on a second. And it looks like this is about ready. I did put a little salt on it because I didn't put much on the chicken yesterday. And so this here looks to be about 3 to 4 meals. So I'll have some this morning, actually this afternoon. I'll have some for a brunch. And then I might have some for dinner tonight, but it'll also be something I can have for tomorrow. This is how we stretch our dollars, and I'm okay with that because it's nutritious and I'm not throwing money away. My husband works too hard, and I work too hard to keep our food preserved and stuff. So, and yes, that frozen vegetable was not something I preserved, but it was still money that we earned, and it's not going to waste. Friends, I hope you're having a frugal day today, and I hope that you're doing well. God bless you.